Ugh, I didn't realize how crowded the hostel would be. But hey, at least it's cheap. Ugh, I can't believe we've been. I guess, do we call it running away still? I mean, we've more than ran away, I think. We've been on the run for 2 weeks now. It's crazy. How do you feel about it? Yeah, I still feel nervous every day too, but it's exciting. And freeing. The only thing that sucks is that these hostels have, like, no privacy. But I guess that's how it is. Alright, I've been crunching the numbers, and we're gonna need to do something about money soon. Well, I have some ideas. So, we can keep staying at hostels, and if we do, we can probably afford another couple weeks, at least. But within that time, we need to start making more money so that we can at least afford to eat as well. And if we go to the library, which is just a walk down the road, so we don't even have to worry about bus fare, then we can use the computers there, and that way we can, well, I had a few different things that I thought we might be able to do, but you'll have to tell me if you think any of them are, like, actually good ideas. So my first one was maybe setting up, like, a GoFundMe or something so that people can support us if they want to, but I don't really think there's a way for us to spread that around and actually get help, especially considering I don't want my parents to notice that I'm begging for money online. Because what if they... I don't want to think about it. And then there's some other options. There's websites that you can do surveys and stuff on to make money. It's not a lot, but it adds up. And on top of that, there are other kinds of websites you can do money making things on, or jobs, I guess. There's freelancer sites, and I don't know. Are you good at drawing? Well, I'm sure we'll figure something out. And there's this other one that all you have to do is type in subtitles or do described video stuff. And obviously it's a lot of work, but it's pretty easy money. So, what do you think? Library's a good idea, or should we actually try and get jobs? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because I don't want to stay here for too much longer. I want to go further. I want to see more stuff, and it's just about actually getting the money to do that. So, if we can at least make money enough that we can travel somewhere else, stay somewhere maybe slightly nicer, it would be nice if we could have a money making thing that isn't super stationary so that we can keep doing it while we're going. Photography, maybe? Or writing? I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Right now, though, I'm tired. And I'm just worried about one of the other people in here deciding they don't like the look of me and doing something in my sleep. But I know you're right there. And that we're going to be okay as long as we're together. I'm sorry to be so dramatic, I guess. And anxious, but can you imagine how much worse I would be if I were off here on my own? We've had a lot of long days lately. long days without a lot to eat. And I think the only thing we can really rely on is sleeping properly. I want to have the energy to get through this low patch. It's always tough in the beginning when you're trying to find your way and get into a routine. And I always knew money would be a problem, but I'm still scared. I'm sure we could couch surf, but I don't really know anyone around here. It's just, we'd have to meet people and get to know them, at least enough that we can trust them not to kill us in our sleep. And I don't even know how we do that. Do you ever wonder if we made a mistake? Yeah, you're right, really. I can't imagine how much more miserable I'd be if I hadn't left. It's just that anxious self-doubt and the idea that everything I do because I'm weak. And it's weak to run away from my problems. I just want to be my own person, and as scary as that is, I think I'm really on track to do that. I can already feel things just being easier to think about, just clearer in my mind now that I'm not around my stepmom all the time, and just that general abuse. It really taints your perspective. I was on edge constantly. But I don't really have to worry about that as much. Even if I'm still nervous and anxious, being around you is really calming. And when I look at you and you look back at me and you smile, it's like, yeah, I know that things are going to be okay. For sure. So we're going to get through this. We should probably plan out our meals for tomorrow. What are you thinking? The hostel does have a kitchen. The problem just is they don't sell food or anything. We might be able to ask someone to share with us. And then that's breakfast covered. Maybe lunch if we're able to get something to go. We'll need to buy at least one meal, I think. So, if we budget maybe $15? $10? We can be really thrifty with that. Our best bet is probably McDonald's, unfortunately. Or if we're willing to spend a bit more money, we can go to a grocery store and actually grab a few more things. Problem just becomes storing it. I guess with my duffel bag, we could throw in some granola bars, maybe. Those are good energy, and you can buy a bunch at a time. Alright, I think that'll be our first course of action, hitting up a grocery store and seeing what we can get and how long we can make it last. And then from there we go to the library and start trying to figure out ways to make money. What do you think? Yeah. Thanks. Just having someone support me is... well, it's kind of new. You're right, though. We absolutely can do this. Picking up odd jobs? I mean, it's not a bad idea. It is summertime, so mowing people's lawns is a good way to get cash. We could offer to do something like that. mow lawns, or help with gardening, moving stuff around if people need to, I don't know, move their furniture, or big rocks for landscaping. How strong are you? Well, I think you can lift more than me, though. I'm sure we can figure out other stuff, too. Maybe not a lemonade stand, but I don't know. We'll get there. It just feels good to be out here, to be doing something else with my life. To make plans like this and know that I'm in charge of what I get to do next. And that I'm with someone who I really care about, and who I trust, and who actually cares about me and my well-being in general. Someone who's supportive and makes me feel good about myself and my ideas. Someone who doesn't see me as a stupid kid. I don't know how to properly thank you without it sounding weird, I guess. I just want to say that you mean a lot to me, and everything we've done in this short couple weeks. Well, I think I'm going to remember it forever. It's going to be really precious to me. That first step out of my cage, hand in hand with someone like you. I hope that the stress isn't too much for you. I've been talking about how I feel about all this so much, but you've given up a lot more than I have to be here. I don't even know what to say. Are you doing all right with all this? Yeah? No, yeah, tell me. You don't have to ever worry about being a burden to me with this stuff. I want to know. Whatever's on your mind. Even if you think it'll bother me more if you keep it a secret. We can trust each other. And the most important part of trust is communication. So tell me. What's on your mind? What have been your biggest worries the last 2 weeks? Do you regret coming here? What do you wish we could do? And where do you want to go next? Just tell me all of it. Yeah, I understand. I don't think you're silly at all. Well, I'm glad you let me know. Well, does it feel better having that off your chest? I thought so. Anyway, like I was saying earlier about getting good sleep. We should probably try getting to bed as soon as possible. I'll see you in the morning, okay? And remember, we're waking up pretty early. Okay. Good night. And, thanks again.